Hello everyone, this is me, Tom, this is my partner Ben, and welcome to the second day of Tom and Ben News.
Yeah, that's right, Tom, it's the second day, so let's get to the news stories right now.
We have some breaking news that this train is called Kurosawa Railway Number 20. And number 20 has 4 leading wheels, 6 driving wheels, and 0 trailing wheels. Travis's evil clone is called Seibert, and he stolen Kurosawa Railway Number 20.
So Travis got Canadian Pacific 2816 and he was going over 100 miles per hour, while Kurosawa Railway Number 20 is going also 100 miles per hour.
We have found that the Super Mario Brothers movie is coming out on April 7th, 2023. And if you want to see the trailer, I'll link it in the description for you. And plus, that movie is rated PG.
Wow, that was awesome, Tom. I like the Chris Pratt as Mario.
I know. I also like Anya Taylor-Joy as Princess Peach, Charlie Day as Luigi, Jack Black as Bowser, Keegan-Michael Key as Toad, and Seth Rogen as Donkey Kong, because those are my favorite characters.
For example, the Super Mario Brothers movie is a plumber named Mario travels through an underground labyrinth with his brother, Luigi, trying to save a captured princess, and it will be releasing on April 7th, 2023.
So, if you guys haven't heard that new trailer yet, I'll link to that trailer in the description below. And now a sponsor from BBC. It's the kitchen gun from the Peter Serafinowicz show.
Well, as you can see on this picture from the Peter Serafinowicz show, it has a kitchen gun in the scene or something like that.
Even though guns are dangerous, right Ben?
Yeah, they are really dangerous to use, so don't ever use real guns at your house because you might hurt someone.
So yeah, just like what Ben said, if you have a real gun in your house, you better not use it because you might hurt someone and you might get dangerous with it.
Well, that picture scared me for a little bit.
I know, right? By the way, we have an upcoming movie called Puss in Boots: The Last Wish.
Unfortunately, we can't give you the trailer because this video will get copyright claimed by DreamWorks for unknown reason.
Anyway, let's talk about Puss in Boots: The Last Wish.
The Puss in Boots is a rated PG movie that is coming out on December 21st, 2022.
For example, Puss in Boots discovers that his passion for adventure has taken its toll. Next news story. The Mean One, a Grinch horror movie, got a low score on Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah, they really deserved it for ruining the childhood of the Grinch.
If you don't believe us, we'll show you the picture right now. If you can look at this picture on our screen or something like that, it has a low score on Rotten Tomatoes for the Mean One movie.
We're gonna start with the tomato meter. It's scored as 21% and has 14 reviews.
And for the audience score, it has a 42% and it has fewer than 50 very ratings.
It's verified ratings, not verified ratings.
Yeah, and they really deserved it for ruining the childhood of the Grinch. So, anyway.
Let's go to our weather with Ginger. Ginger?
Thanks, Tom and Ben. Well, we live in Lincoln, Nebraska, so the temperature today is 47 degrees Fahrenheit, and the precipitation will be at 10%, humidity at 96%, and wind for 18 miles per hour. And tomorrow it will be 36 degrees to 25 degrees Fahrenheit, and on Thursday it will be 30 degrees and 18 degrees Fahrenheit, and on Friday it will be 28 degrees and 14 degrees Fahrenheit. And on Saturday, it will have a 30 degrees Fahrenheit and 11 degrees Fahrenheit. And on Sunday, it will be 37 to 9 degrees Fahrenheit. And on Monday, 21 degrees to 0 degrees Fahrenheit, which is a zero number or something like that. And on Tuesday, it will have an 18 to 5 degrees Fahrenheit. And we'll have more information about this coming up in just a few minutes, okay? Sounds like a great idea. Thank you, Ginger.
Anyway, we have some exciting news because a new No More Heroes logo has been revealed today, so it's called No More Heroes Season 6, and it will be releasing after Season 5 is over.
For example, we've only got episodes 11, 12, 13, and 14 until Season 6 arrives after Season 5 is over.
So, we'll show you a playlist of the unfinished Season 5 plays on his YouTube channel right now.
As you can see, Season 5 has 10 episodes already on his playlist already after he made them every Sunday now or something like that. All he has left is 11, 12, 13, and 14 until Season 5 is over. Right then?
Yep, that's right. And to celebrate the Season 6 celebration soon after Season 5 is over, we will do something special or something like that.
Like the character collection something someday? So, yeah, let's move on to the other news anyway. Next news story. The Mountain Dew Company has revealed the new Summer Freeze flavor that's coming in 2023.
Now, according to the picture we have today, it says here that Mountain Dew Summer Freeze and Mountain Dew Zero Sugar Summer Freeze is having a blast of Summer American flavor.
Now, let us show you the picture of these two Mountain Dew kinds of Summer Freeze for you right now. If you can look at this picture we have on the screen right now, it sounds like the Mountain Dew Summer Freeze and Mountain Dew Zero Sugar Summer Freeze are available beginning on April 24th, 2023 through June 16th, 2023.
That means this flavor will be only available for 8 weeks for a limited time.
For example, Summer Freeze is a refreshing and bold flavor of red, white, and blue summer popsicle.
Yeah, and I hope everyone can enjoy that drink next year or something like that when April through June has released it.
I agree with Ben. Now let's just move on. Breaking news. Back in 2017, a boy named Devin Shepard got arrested at Needham Elementary School in Franklin, Indiana for getting into a fight with a classmate during recess. When a teacher intervened, Devin hit the teacher.
With the latest, we are now joined by ABC's Graham Hunter, who is live on location.
Disturbing video was captured inside this Franklin Elementary School by the father of the under arrest 9-year-old. He tells me his son was fighting back against bullying, but a witness is telling us a different story.
Another student was bullying my son.
Ronnie Shepard says his 9-year-old son is on the autism spectrum.
He actually told the principal and a lot of staff members here, and in charge of recess or lunch, about the bullying. They didn't take no steps to protect anything.
He says his son was fighting back against a bully.
It's either you take it and let somebody beat on you, or you go forward and protect yourself, and that's what I've asked him to do. So I'm proud of what he done.
His son, who we aren't naming, was charged with battery and criminal mischief. Police say he battered a student and 2 teachers. We talked to a student who saw the whole thing. We're concealing that student's identity over safety concerns. He told me Shepard's son tried to take a butterfly another student was playing with, and the other student walked away.
The kid went behind him and pushed him down, and then started choking him.
A teacher tried to break it up.
The kid jumped onto the back of the teacher and started choking her.
Eventually, another teacher ended the fight, and Shepard was called in. It's his claim his son was being bullied by the other student.
Does he get bullied?
No, he does not. He's like sort of a bully himself.
Shepard says he would like to see more intervention from school staff in bullying situations. He said he has not spoken to the other students' parents.
In the police report, it even stated that they told the mother, if I come anywhere near him, to call the police immediately.
Johnson County prosecutors eventually dropped all charges against his son, and this week Shepard released the video of his son's arrest.
I was told by prosecutor and attorneys to withhold the video and the pictures until charges were dropped or court was settled.
He says he's trying to raise awareness about bullying in Franklin schools. His son has since moved to an alternative school. Shepard says he's doing much better there. Shepard tells me he was considering filing a lawsuit against the school district, but that he has since changed his mind. All of the charges against his 9-year-old son have been dropped. Reporting from Franklin, Graham Hunter, RTV6.
Moving on. Now, what do you do with Pop Rocks and soda? Some people see it. Those can be very dangerous, but others can see the learn about Pop Rocks and soda.
Those can cause someone's stomach to explode all over the world. So let's read the letter together.
There was a kid named Jimmy who loved the candy Pop Rocks. He ate them every single day, and he loved all the flavors.
One day, Jimmy ate a bunch of packs of Pop Rocks and drank a lot of soda. He then told his parents that his stomach hurt, and they said it's because he ate too much candy today.
Jimmy then went upstairs to his room, and the pain got even worse. He then lay down in his bed and tried to sleep the pain away. About 30 minutes later, his parents heard a loud bang coming from his room. They then rushed upstairs and opened the door.
And what they saw made them both scream. There was blood all over the room, and Jimmy's body parts were spread out everywhere.
They had no idea what happened. They then called doctors and professionals to come over and investigate this scene, and they come to a disturbing conclusion.
Because of all the Pop Rocks that Jimmy ate and mixed with the soda he drank, it created a reaction in his stomach and caused his body to explode.
Now we're going to watch MA's series YouTube and your kids.
For example, most people like to watch YouTube videos on the site, but parents are concerned about inappropriate content.
For example, on Super Mario Logan, they got sued back in 2021 and they have puppets instead. But in 2018, they got put on GMA.
With the latest, we are now joined by Good Morning America's Juju Cheng, who's showing us the video.
With YouTube constantly in the news, we gathered together some Philadelphia area tweens and their parents who have one thing in common. They say their kids are often hooked on YouTube.
Have you ever tried to take YouTube away?
The whole thing.
What's the reaction?
It's the end of the world.
You're ending their life for the day.
Exactly.
Almost all say they use some form of parental controls on their computers and mobile devices to try to limit the exposure of inappropriate content.
Have any of your kids found inappropriate material on YouTube?
David has, and then he says he doesn't like it and he just moves on.
The kids, all between 10 and 13, are eager to talk about their YouTube savvy.
So you know who's kid-friendly and who's not kid-friendly?
Yeah, like Super Mario Logan. I watch him. He's one of my favorite channels.
You're laughing.
Yeah, I know who Jeffy is.
You know who Jeffy is, too. You've seen it, too.
We took a closer look at Jeffy the puppet on the popular YouTube channel Super Mario Logan.
35 million views, the N-word.
Racial stereotypes, cursing, misogyny, violence, it's got it all. This is not something parents would want their kids watching.
Family media watchdog Common Sense Media started rating YouTubers this year due to overwhelming requests from parents.
YouTube is the biggest pain point for parents.
Common Sense Media calls Super Mario Logan your basic online nightmare for parents of young kids. Rated for ages 17 and up, these kids are all 13 and younger.
It was a suggested video. I watched it and it just kept reeling me in to watch more videos. It attracts kids because you wouldn't think of him as inappropriate because the way he looks, but when you actually watch him, he traps you in it.
Do you think YouTube does enough to block inappropriate content for kids?
Yeah.
No.
I do not think so.
Why?
Whatever is getting the most views, they're like, oh, you should watch this.
YouTube recommends popular videos based on what's being watched, which raises the question, do kids know what's good for them?
Sam, your mom said she trusts you to know what's right and wrong in terms of what you're viewing. Do you think that's the right way to go?
Yeah, because I don't watch inappropriate videos.
I don't think it's a trust thing. I think it's sometimes the kids, you get drawn in, and it's not their fault.
We showed some of our interview to Common Sense Media.
Developmentally, kids aren't even primed at that age to have the wherewithal to shut off YouTube.
The creator of Super Mario Logan told us he's lost revenue since YouTube started age restricting and demonetizing his videos. He also said Common Sense Media's review was accurate regarding those old videos and that his newer ones are much cleaner in content and made for a wider audience, but adds it's ultimately the responsibility of the supervising adults. YouTube told us their main site is for those 13 plus. We created the YouTube Kids app to offer parents a safer alternative and ramped up our efforts to age-gate flagged videos on the main app that are better suited for older audiences.
Breaking news. Mike Leach, the best football coach in the world, has died in Jackson, Mississippi.
For example, he died last Monday night.
Rest in peace, Mike Leach. I hope you had great memories of being a football coach.
Now, let's continue the new weather with Ginger. Ginger?
Thanks, Tom and Ben. Anyway, everybody, if you want to go outside tomorrow, you have to wear something warm outside because it's going to be really cold tomorrow evening or something like that. For example, you also need to wear a hat and some gloves to keep you more warmer. Or you can also stand by the hero at a highway if you like to, if there's one, or something like that. But for tomorrow morning and afternoon, it'll be really nice or something like that. So yeah, that's all I have to say for today. So this is me, Talking Ginger, the weatherman, signing off. Next news story. Back from 14 years ago, Lindsay Messers got arrested at the Williamson County Jail to think what it's like to be an inmate.
With the latest, we are now joined by News 3's Lindsay Messes, who's talking about that situation from that location.
Turn around and place your hands behind your back, please. Watch your head, please.
When the cuffs go on, my freedom is gone.
County WC-12, 242A, Sallyport. Slide out feet first, please.
I recently spent some time in the Williamson County Jail to learn what it's like to be an inmate.
I need you to take your watch off and put it on the table.
I had to take off my shoes, my jewelry, and hand them over.
Go and take a seat. I need that phone.
I also have to answer a list of very personal questions.
Do you have any dependency problems? Are you presently taking any medication? In the last 6 months, have you attempted suicide? I need you to write them again. I'm going to roll each finger.
After being fingerprinted,
go on in there. You have to go first.
I have to strip.
And this part, of course, is really awkward because I'm standing here with two people I don't know and I'm about to take a shower in front of them.
Now I need you to squat and cough. And take that.
After I shower with delicer, I put on an orange uniform. I'm not allowed any underwear or a bra.
Not to mention this outfit is absolutely huge. I look like a penguin.
When I get into the cell, it's small.
Put your mat stuff down there.
This is a tour of my cell. We're going to start over here with the mat. I actually have a little bit of space where I can keep my comb and my cup and my toothbrush and toothpaste. There's pretty much a blank wall followed by a mostly blank wall. And we've got my trusty little mirror, which is actually a piece of metal that somebody has scratched all up so I can't even see very well on it. And we've got my sink, which is attached to the toilets, which is kind of gross.
And it's boring.
At least if I'm bored, I can read the Williamson County Jail Regulations and Inmate Disciplinary Code Book. Gives me a little something to do.
There are no windows, and the only artwork is what other inmates scratch into stone.
And your lunch.
Then there's lunch.
I think if I wasn't sitting in a cell, it might taste good.
But no matter what I do, all I can smell, hear, and see is the toilet.
I think I can also hear maybe some of my neighbors, and I think I can hear somebody either walking around or doing something on this wall over here.
You go ahead and step in there and put your clothes back on.
Finally, someone pays my bond. I change back into my clothes and then sign a bond receipt. I leave wondering whether anyone would intentionally commit a crime if they knew what it's like to be here.
It's very bleak, to be quite honest.
Inside the Williamson County Jail, Lindsay Mastis, News 3.
I'm glad she's out of jail, something like that. That is the Tom and Ben News Live for this day. I'm Tom, this is my partner Dan, and we'll see you back here tomorrow since we didn't make it to 20 minutes today again. So we'll try to our best to do that tomorrow or something like that. Good night.